Good morning, everyone. I'm Hannah from the Consumer Insights team, and welcome back to day 2 of Invest NI's Is Health Your Wealth event. I hope you're all well, and after White Oak's fantastic case study on Monday, I hope you're all suitably nourished with a healthy bowl of porridge to boost your focus and concentration for what's another jam-packed morning of fantastic presentations from our speakers. Today, we focus on all things relating to the consumer and their attitudes towards healthy eating. I know as we approach this seminar, it personally got me thinking about my own eating habits and my relationship with health. I imagine, like some of you, I generally feel like I know how to eat healthily, but sometimes I lack the capacity to put that knowledge into action. So Thelma, you're not alone with the acquisition of that COVID stone. My personal battle with healthy eating aside, I thought it would be useful to kick off today with a look at what the wider consumer base has to say on the issue. So I've run a couple of polls just to get us thinking about some of the areas we need to address when developing and positioning products with the healthy consumer in mind. Taking a look at the main barriers to health, and it would seem I'm far from alone, with lack of willpower resonating with 29% of respondents. However, as has been well documented over time in relation to the barriers to healthy eating, cost sits firmly at the top of this poll. Knowledge and understanding also rank highly, pointing towards an education piece needed to help consumers understand that healthy eating need not break the bank. At the other end of the spectrum, it is encouraging to see that consumers do not rank taste or overall aversion to healthy food highly within this poll, although I'm certain my children would tell me differently. As such, there are definitely opportunities to target and increase consumption of healthy foods if we can remove some of the obstacles that are currently in the consumer's way. With that in mind, in my next poll, I asked the panel that very question: what would encourage them to eat more healthy foods? Obviously, in line with the percentage response in relation to cost in our previous question, it's unsurprising that quite a few of these statements relate to price and promotions. And whilst this can be an effective short-term tool to stimulate interest in healthy products, in an industry where margins are tight enough already, it is good that responses also point towards more commercially sustainable ways to support and target the health-conscious consumer as well. Whether it is clear on-pack messaging, as our healthy snacking consumer has outlined in relation to calorie count, recipe inspiration, clear communication at point of purchase from our retailers, or greater availability and diversity of products, the central theme is that consumers want our help to break through those barriers and should be carefully considered in product development, packaging design, and marketing communications. Our expert speakers today will develop on these points and provide guidance and inspiration of how you can implement this within your own business. So without further ado, let me introduce you to our programme for today. Kicking us off in style, we are delighted to have Alex Robury, Consumer Insight Director at Kantar. Kantar are a well-known authority on the UK retail market, and Alex will be taking us through the role of health in the shopper basket. Insight from IGD will follow and topically cover off the impact of COVID-19 on health and wellness and how that will evolve as a result. Laura Jacobson, Head of UK Retail Insight, and Lucy Ingram, Retail Analyst, will take us through the presentation. Ensuring we fully consider all aspects of the food and drink industry, we then enjoy expertise from Senior Insights Manager Alice Dolling from Lumina Intelligence on the health perspective from the food service sector. After a short comfort break, we're also delighted to welcome Dr. Lindsay Hollywood from the Ulster University Food Business Development Centre, who will be taking us through our behaviours in relation to health during the weekly grocery shop. And finally, closing the formal presentations out for the day, we will enjoy a case study of how to develop a successful product targeting the trend for healthy snacking from Forest Feast for their ActiSnack range. So thank you to Brona, Marketing Director at Forest Feed, for taking the time to share their experiences today. As with Monday, I would also encourage you to take advantage of the additional resources on the Event Hub. And if, like me, you're battling that COVID stone, I would strongly recommend you watch our session on mindful eating by Shannon McGowan from Business in the Community. Who knows, it might just help you resist that next chocolate biscuit with your cup of tea. So now over to the speakers to see if we can unpick and break down some of those consumer barriers. I hope you enjoy the day.